Good morning, another daily vlog. Man, look at that sun. It's sunning. It feels so good on my face. Oh man, it feels so good on my face. Sunday morning, 7:15 a.m. And you know what it is. Rolling through the city. Man, I hope, as I always say, I hope I find you well. I hope I find your family well. And let's do it. So, life is good, man, if you live it right. Doesn't mean that it doesn't come with the challenges. It comes with many challenges, we know this. But one thing that's really helped me on my journey is writing my eulogy. Yeah, I'm gonna say that again. I sat down, I got one of them cheap notebooks from Walmart. It might have been like $1 notebook. I love those notebooks. I journal in them. And I wrote my name at the top. I wrote the date, the time. I wrote where I lived. And I started to just jot down my eulogy. I pictured myself, and I want you to picture this. Funeral. I pictured the church, standing room only. Like, hold on. Standing room only, lines outside. people trying to stay on the roof, looking in the windows, trying to get in. Okay, I'm making that part up, but you know, why not? I just started to write, and I really thought about every person that walked up and got 2 minutes to say something about me. What were they gonna say? What would come out of their mouths? Now, that eulogy is written. I've written it. And here's the thing. I've went back. As I've changed as a man, I've went back and I've crossed out things. I've erased things. I've added things. Because as I change, I feel like my eulogy is going to change. And so, a lot of people don't like to talk about death. They want to accept this part of life, the living part of life. And I was having a conversation with a family member, and they were like, I don't want to talk about death. But I do. I actually embrace it. And I embrace it because it's guaranteed. Like, it's not like you get the part of living of the contract from God, but you don't get death. Death is guaranteed. And so why not use it? Why not use that knowledge that, hey, an ending is coming, to live better now? And so I sat down again and I wrote my eulogy out. And the eulogy is pretty much somebody honoring your life in words. That's what they're gonna say. They're gonna praise you. And one of the things that drives me is I didn't want to make my people liars. I didn't want them to have to go up there and make up something that they wanted to say. So when we talk about legacy, there's a couple of points I want to make. Number one is legacy is built every day, because that's what a eulogy is going to talk about, your legacy, who you were. It's built every day in the way you think, your words, and your actions on repeat. And so a legacy is not really done when you die. It's right now. You are literally building it with everything you do right now. So I want you to think about that. Point two is character over accomplishments. I think we've been programmed or conditioned to go out and do, build, consume all these things. And that's a part of life. I get it. But what about your character? Like, who are you? That's one of the biggest things. One of my pet peeves when I meet new people, when they ask me what I do before they ask me who I am. I've switched that up when I communicate to people. And I've really gotten some amazing feedback from people who say, I appreciate you asking who I am over what I do. And so when we talk about character, who are you? What's your level of integrity? Are you consistently a person who walks righteous in character? Because if you are, it will show up and it will set you apart. Because we live in a world right now that's full of deception. It's full of deception, people chasing entertainment, people chasing fleeting pleasures. And if you stand on not business, but your character, I'm promising you, it'll take you where you want to go in this life. And so, number three, and this is a big deal, One of my favorite words is authenticity, or not pretending. And so living your life with no regrets, it really takes you to lean into being authentic, being your real self, when it may cost you some acceptance with people. But I gotta ask, if you have to pretend or be something you're not to gain their acceptance, why would you even want that? Wouldn't you be better to spend more time being who you truly are and building your village, your tribe, your circle around people who accept the real you, the real you? No makeup, no mask, no fakeness, no clothes, just a naked you. They love you for you. And you slowly build a tribe around that. And now, think about it. Long term, you get to be around people and just be yourself. You feel safe. And that word is so important for people. You want to feel safe. So all of these things I'm talking about are doable. A little scripture to talk about is Ecclesiastes 7:1. And it says a good name is much better than fine perfume. And I love some perfume or cologne. But listen, a good name is better. Do you have a good name? Because if you do, when those people step up to that podium and talk about you at your funeral, you won't hear it, but you won't need to, because you know what they're going to say. They're going to say this person was a person of integrity, kindness, a person who served boldly. That's what they're going to say about you. They're going to say you loved deeply. And so I want you to remember this. You have all the tools. Are you willing to use them today to write that eulogy in a way that will make people who hear it later, your family that are still here, proud? This is something that we must start today. Now, like I always say, my name is Cornelius, and I do my best to help people get out of their way, including me. Go be great.